Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we kindly request that you all please rise and direct your attention to the American flag located in right field and join our teams and coaches for the playing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome to East Park and Lady Wildcats softball. I'm here with Zach Burris. I'm going to be calling our play-by-play for you. I'm Chris Barstad, and this is the Light Toot Sports Network. Tonight we have a matchup between the Tullahoma Lady Cats and Spring Hill
Lady Raiders.
That's what I thought their mascot was the Raiders, but sometimes I get a little confused, Zach.
I understand completely, Chris.
Now, Zach, who are the Lady Cats bringing out to the field to begin with? Do what you got to do.
Woo! Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the
right.
best in your mouth. Bring them
Here we go. Introducing your Tullahoma Lady Cats.
Now, who do we have coming out, Zach?
Tullahoma playing catcher.
We got Kylie Holt, who will be behind the plate and catching for the Lady Wildcats tonight. She's first out there onto the field.
Shortstop for Tullahoma.
Then we got Maddie Goad at shortstop for the Lady Wildcats coming out. Then we got Alize Griffin, who's coming out, who will be the starting pitcher for tonight. She's just a freshman, but extremely talented freshman.
I've seen her in practice, Zach, and that young lady has an arm on her.
And we got Maddie Goad coming out. We made a mix-up earlier. Olivia Spencer was the one who came out. Now Emery Saunders is being introduced right there. She'll be your designated hitter tonight for the Lady Wildcats. And then you got left fielder Carly Baker running out there, trotting out there to left field. Next up is Reagan Norman, who is the starting right fielder for the Lady Wildcats. Then at third base, you've got number 5, Mallory Stone, coming in there. And then at first base, to round out the lineup, you got Zaylin Spinner coming out for the Lady Wildcats.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Center field, Aaliyah Rabbit.
And in center field, you got Aaliyah Raby, who will not be in this, who will be playing the field, but won't be in the Lady Wildcats lineup tonight.
Okay. Now, who will be in the designated hitter position?
That is Emery Saunders.
Okay. So Emery will be batting.
Yes.
Now, I saw a familiar face to Lady Wildcat softball running around down there. I think I saw
Aaron Douglas. Yeah, that's the new sports editor at the Tullahoma News. This is her first season covering the Lady Wildcats on the sidelines. She was a player last year, actually played left field, or played the outfield for the Lady Wildcats. So it's she's loving being down there on the sidelines right now, getting to cover her old team.
Now, one might call this a David and Goliath matchup because you have a state favorite in Spring Hill coming into town.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough battle for the Lady Wildcats tonight, who are looking for their first win of the season right now. 0-2 on the year, trying to get that first win of the year. So this is going to be a tough matchup. We'll see how the Lady Wildcats fare against their first district opponent tonight.
And that's what I'm going to say. They're getting ready to kick off district play with this hosting of Spring Hill, and that's one reason why we were here tonight to film this. But, I've watched several practices with the Lady Cats, and the pitcher,
Alize Griffin.
Alize, man, she has an arm on her.
Yes, she does. She was dominant last year for the Tullahoma middle school team, so I know head coach Gary Barfield was excited to get her up here to the high school level. So, and as you can see, as a freshman, she's making the start for the Lady Wildcats. So that just shows you how impressive she is.
Now coming to bat for Spring Hill, we have number 5.
Yes, that's number 5, Stephanie Williams, coming to the plate for Spring Hill.
Okay.
First up for Spring Hill, number 5, Stephanie Williams.
And we are underway. Williams gets into the batter's box. Alize out there in the circle. And it's game time according to the umpire. Here's the first pitch. Little high.
That was high and outside.
Ball 1. Counts 1-0 right now to Stephanie Williams. Got to regroup after that one if you're Alize. Here comes pitch number 2. And that's better in the strike zone. Foul tipped. Williams tips it off. Counts 1-1.
And that shows the power, especially, as you put a little bit of spin on that pitch and it just kind of bounced to the dirt and back up into the catcher.
Absolutely.
So, Alize, I'm looking forward to seeing when she matures as a player and becomes like a junior and senior, because as a freshman, the record right now might be 0-2, but this is a good squad that you can't underestimate.
It's a good young squad, so that's what's going to be the thing to look forward to most on the season is just how much experience can these Lady Cats gain throughout the year. And the count's 2-1 after a low pitch there. And foul tipped. Williams tips it off. The count is 2-2.
And it seems like they're struggling a little. I mean, this first batter, she is definitely struggling a little bit with Alize.
Yeah, she's trying to read the pitch out of her hand, just being able to tip it off so far. Oh, grounds it foul. We'll have a do-over at 2-2.
I mean, she's chopping and battling, that's for sure.
Yeah, she's putting up a fight, which is exactly what you want for your leadoff hitter. You want them to make contact, try to fight it off, rack up as many pitches as you can on the pitcher.
And that tires them out, and I know that's one place where Gary said they're struggling a little bit with their relief for Alize.
Right, absolutely.
Granted, they have 2 returning pitchers. That definitely grew over the season last year.
Yeah, absolutely, they did. And we got a full count now to the first batter on the evening. And the pitch is just high as Alize walks the first batter of the game, and Williams takes first base.
Next up for Spring Hill, number 2, Becca Kerford.
We got Becca Caford coming to the plate for Spring Hill now with a runner on first base. It'd be interesting to see how the freshman handles the situation with traffic on the bases. First pitch is a little high again, ball 1.
And it was just a skosh high.
Yes, it was. She's got to bring it down a little bit.
And I think that's where those nerves, you've got a team like Spring Hill coming in this Tullahoma squad. I think they're just a little nervous out there.
And makes contact, grounder out to first base. So Becca Caford grounds into the fielder's choice.
And she does advance the batter, so not all was lost with that out.
Oh, no, that was... If you're Spring Hill, that was a good at-bat. You wanted to move the runner over.
Next up for Spring Hill, number 4.
And I know that young lady has some speed on her, so definitely somebody you'd like to have on second.
Yes, she does. Up next for Spring Hill is Callie Tuck. And she swings at the first pitch. And strike 1. Counts 0-1. Alizé coming to the circle now, makes the pitch. Gets her swinging again. 0-2 count right now.
Now,
Callie Tuck.
Now, Tuck, she's swinging for that fence.
Oh, she's ready to let it go. So, but Alizé's made 2 strong pitches back-to-back, getting her swinging. So, see what she does here on this third pitch. And
She fouls.
Tuck is able to make contact on it, stay alive. Count still remains 0-2.
Well, you can definitely tell this is one of their bombers that they have.
Oh yeah, she's up there ready to make contact as much as she can.
And my mother-in-law, she didn't come out tonight because of the cold weather, but she really wanted to come see this young Tullahoma squad and also Spring Hill because Claire, my partner, was a softball player, and she spent, 15 years at the ballpark and wanted to go see some good softball. Just a little too cold tonight, which as of beginning of game, I think we were, a grand total of 52 degrees.
And Alizé got that out with a strikeout, her first on the evening. Great pitch, able to get Tuck swinging over the top of it.
And that brings
JC Brasher up to the plate. Pitch is inside. Able to corral it. Williams remains on first base after the leadoff walk in the inning. Counts 2-0 right now. Here's the pitch.
Oh,
Strike.
that was a hard strike, too.
Yes, it was. Good pitch there for Alizé.
And that's one thing, watching Alizé, you see that she switches up the speeds, and when she puts it outside, it's just a little out, other than that one that was really a wild pitch. But
here's the next pitch, and it gets away as Williams moves down to third base on the wild pitch.
But I would almost put that on the catcher versus the pitcher on that ball going a little wide.
Counts 3-1 right now as Alizé Griffin battles in the circle. Here's the pitch. And just high again as Brasher will walk down to first base.
And now we have a runner on first and third.
Yeah, we got runners on the corners right now. 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Tullahoma trying to get out of this inning unscathed.
Next up for Spring Hill, number 22, Gracie Botches.
Which deeper in the lineup, that's where you're going to want to be in this position.
Right up to the plate now is Gracie Botchers for Spring Hill. And here's the pitch from Alizé. Looked like it was a little outside, but umpire called it a strike.
I think that was a little bit of a curve on that. I think it came in just right at that last moment and came on the far corner of the plate.
We got an 0-1 count right now. Here's the second pitch.
Yeah.
Ground out to second base.
Get it.
She's unable to field it.
Oh, that was an error.
And Spring Hill will advance. Brasher will move down to third base on the play after an error from the Lady Wildcats. And Spring Hill tacks on the first run of the game also on that play.
Oh,
As
definitely.
Williams is able to score.
For Spring Hill, number 8, Ava Forkham.
And now we got Ava Forkham to the plate with a pair of runners in scoring position for the Lady Raiders as they try to tack on to their lead. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat. And strike on the outside corner. Counts 0-1. Second pitch is again in the zone, so it's 0-2 right now. Spring Hill with a pair of runners in scoring position, looking to add to its 1-0 lead that it has right now. And here's the pitch from Alizé, and just a little high, as the count will go to 1-2 right now. Getting Spring Hill has a 1-0 lead. Has a pair of runners in scoring position as well with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. And here's the pitch from Alizé. Just a little outside as the count goes to 2-2 right now.
And she floated that one up a little high as well.
Yeah, she floated a little bit high and it stayed outside, so couldn't bring the ball back in. And the pitch is just a little low, it looks like, as the count rings full now. Spring Hill leads 1-0, has a pair of runners in scoring positions with a full count with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Here's the pitch. And Ava Forkman's able to foul it off.
And hang in there.
She's able to hang in there, fight it off. Here's the full count pitch from Alizé. Pitch is low and gets away. And Spring Hill is able to tack on another run on that pitch. As Brashear is able to come home, makes it a 2-0 ball game. On the same play,
Next up for Spring Hill.
Gracie Bochum is able to move up to third base. So you got a pair of runners on base now for the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, and that.
We got a little bit of a stoppage in play right now as we have discussion in the circle. Looks like everybody's okay though.
I think they're just trying to settle Alizé down.
Next up for Spring Hill, number 1, Belle Brashear.
You know, being competitive, you're going to beat yourself up when you get in this position.
Absolutely. That'll bring Bella Bashir to the plate for Spring Hill with runners in the corners. First pitch from Alizé gets her swinging, strike 1. Spring Hill with a 2-0 lead with runners in the corners, 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Here's the next pitch. Strike 2 as she gets the top right corner.
And that's that curveball that it just seems to mess with these batters pretty seriously.
Yep, so far that curve has really been working for Alizé. Here's the next pitch. Able to make contact, grounder to Alizé, who picks it up, heads it to first base, and that's the end of the inning.
And that's how you want to close it out, Don't do too much damage. They had that error, but that's also where, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Gary or Coach Barfield have 5 starting freshmen this year?
Yes, he does. So that'll end the top of the first inning. Spring Hill tacks on a pair of runs on a pair of walks, or in 3 walks and an error. As we head to the bottom of the first inning, Lady Raiders lead 2-0 here on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Never miss your favorite shows again. For an additional $7 a month along with your digital television service, LightTube Cloud DVR lets you record up to 8 programs at the same time, receive 500 gigabytes of cloud storage, and whole home DVR. Call TUA Customer Service to add LightTube Cloud DVR to your digital television service today at 455-4515. Now, Zach, who do we have in the field for Spring Hill tonight?
Well, on the mound you got Becca Rayford, who's making the start for the Lady Raiders. Behind the plate, you got Ava Forkham. Then at first base, you got Hazelyn Minton. At second, you've got Ashley Tuck. And at third base, you got Callie Tuck. And at short, you got Gracie Bohms. In the outfield, you got J.C. Brashear, Stephanie Williams in center, and Bella Brashear in right field as Kylie Holt comes to the plate for the Lady Wildcats. And here's the first pitch from Rayford, and it's outside.
Now, I watched Holt in batting practice the other day, and she was launching bombs out there.
That's a good sign. Hopefully she can hit one of those tonight.
And that's one thing I noticed about this young squad. All of these young ladies have a strong bat.
Mm-hmm. They just got to get used to the high school pitching level right now.
And that speed, that's where the freshmen, I think, show that they're freshmen strongest. But it bounces foul.
Yep. Holt was able to make contact on them, make an adjustment, but just ball goes foul on the play.
That'd have been a beautiful ball if it had just been about another 6 feet in and rolled a few inches back. Because that's where you'd like to have a ball like that, where they've got to run up and get it, and you might make it to second.
Absolutely. With the speedster, like your leadoff hitter as well, in Holt. And here's the pitch from Rayford on a 1-1 count. Pitches outside, counts 2-1 right now. Excuse me, that was called a strike. Yep, 2. Yeah, 1 and 2 right now.
It looked a little outside to me, but I'm a little off center, so I was right there on the same page with you, Zach. But I'm not going to question the man in blue who's right there on top of it, you know?
Right. 1-2 count coming to Holt, and pitches definitely outside that time. Count is 2-2.
When the catcher has to move, you know it's a ball.
Oklahoma trying to battle back early as it's behind 2-0. As Holt leads it off for the Lady Wildcats. Here's the pitch. And she's able to make contact to stay alive. Fights off the pitch. Count remains 2-2.
That was a windshield killer right there, but it didn't sound like it hit any cars tonight.
No, thankfully I think it just caught this metal barricade here. And here's the 2-2 pitch from Rayford. Pitch is high. We got full count now.
Now that's where I like seeing the pitcher from the opposing team be, is with a full count. It wasn't so nice when it was on our own Alizé, but now that it's against Spring Hill.
Oh, absolutely. Got her racking up pitches too, which is exactly what you want.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the full count pitch. Holt's able to drill a single into left field. Turns, looks like maybe going 2, but heads back to first base. Good at bat for the Lady Wildcats to start the game.
And I think she made the smart decision to stay on first, but she had the wheels to make it to second, I think.
She did, but Spring Hill made a good play out there in left field as J.C. Brashear was able to get to that ball and hold Holt to just a single.
And who do we have coming up now?
We got Olivia Spencer at the plate for the Lady Wildcats right now. Becca Rayford steps back into the circle. And here's the pitch to Spencer. And tries to lay down a bunt. Can't do it. But Holt's able to swipe second on the play. Looked like Spring Hill failed to react to the base being stolen there as they were up close for trying to grab the bunt attempt by Spencer there.
And that's where, you know, you can definitely see Coach Barfield has these young ladies prepared, you know. Get them distracted, take advantage of it.
Exactly. And we got an 0-1 count to Spencer coming up. Here's the pitch from Rayford. And gets Spencer to pop it up. Yep, but ball falls out of play, so Spencer will stay alive with an 0-2 count now. And here's the pitch from Rayford. And Spencer's able to make contact. And
It's
Spring
good.
Hill's not able to make the play.
So we have runners on second and third.
Yeah, we got runners on second and third. Spencer is able, after Spring Hill couldn't corral the ball, it squirts away from the Lady Raiders. And Spencer's able to take second while Holt moves up to third base. I got Alize Griffin coming up to the plate, who's the starting pitcher for the Lady Wildcats right now. She's trying to help her own cause with a pair of runners in scoring position for the Lady Wildcats. Spring Hill has a 2-0 lead. Lady Wildcats trying to answer and tie the game back up here in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch to her is a strike inside. And here's the 0-1 pitch from Rayford to Alize Griffin. And Alize is able to make contact with it, and it is gone. 3-run home run. That is the answer back you want to see from the Lady Wildcats. After going down 2-0, Griffin delivers a shot, helps her own cause, and gives her team the lead.
And this is where this team shines. If you come in and you are not prepared, these young ladies will embarrass you.
Yes, they will. What a shot from Griffin. That was dead on to center field, to left center field. That's a way to answer back for the Lady Wildcats, who trailed 2-0 after the end of the first inning and got the first 3 batters
on base and home.
Exactly. What a start for these Lady Wildcats.
And yes, I realize, Zach, it's not the end of the game yet, but that, you need to set the tone. And when you can come out as a young freshman, sophomore, junior team and set that tone, it goes a long way.
Absolutely, it does. Maddie Goad will try to continue the hot streak for the Lady Wildcats. She gets to the plate right now. Here's the first pitch, just a little high. Ball 1.
The downside of after they see these first 3 batters, I think we're going to see a lot more off speeds and balls coming down the way.
Here's the 1-0 count from Rayford. And pitch continues to stay high, 2-0 right now to Maddie Goad.
Yeah, that was a riser, but it was an early riser.
Mm-hmm. Goad's able to look and see that ball in there. 2-0 count now. Lady Wildcats lead Spring Hill 3-2 right now. No outs in the top or bottom of the first inning. Goad makes contact, but it goes foul. 2-1 the count now.
It was a little. That ball was a little high. She kind of sliced underneath it.
Yeah, she tried her best to make as much contact as she could. Got, as you mentioned, just got it a little bit underneath it there on. Two 2-1 count coming to Goad. Yep. Rayford needs a minute there in the circle. Get on the same page with her catcher.
I think she might, yeah.
Looks like the pair have squared things up. So get ready for the 2-1 pitch.
And look at that little bit of consultation from the umpire there.
A little bit.
I don't think he liked that consultation out at the circle.
And here's a 2-1 pitch from Rayford. Pitch is inside, 3-1 count. As Goad will try to continue the Lady Wildcats' hot start. And here's a 3-1 pitch. And ball's high. Goad is able to take a free pass down to first base.
And I can honestly say I'm a little was not expecting this at the bottom of the first.
That's exactly. If you're Coach Barfield, this is exactly what you want to see from your team. You know, you give up 2 runs in that first half of the inning, and answer back with a big 3-run shot from Alizé Griffin, and now your 4th batter, Matty Goad's able to draw a walk. It's exactly the start you want to see. We got Emery Saunders coming to the plate now. Swings at the first pitch, and it's strike. But Goad is able to swipe second base on the play, so Lady Wildcats again with the runner in scoring position. Still no outs here in the bottom of the first inning.
Now, would this Saunders be the younger sister of a Saunders that we used to see out here on the diamond?
Yeah, she is the younger sister of Lila Saunders, who was a pretty great third baseman for the Lady Wildcats a few years ago. And here's the pitch from Rayford. Strike 2 on the play.
That's what I thought. I saw Pike wandering around here a little bit ago. So
He was getting to watch Emery play. And it's 0-2 count now to Emery Saunders. And here's the pitch from Rayford. And ball sails high a little bit. 1-2 the count. Goad is standing on second for the Lady Wildcats. They try to answer back with try to plate another run in this inning after Alizé Griffin powered a 3-run home run. Here's the pitch, and Saunders able to make contact.
It's at the fence. We're getting one home.
Gets at least one home, and Saunders will pull up to second base with a double there, with an RBI double.
And did you notice that, Zach, that she stopped about 4 inches short of the bag?
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that slide on the film Major League right there.
Next up for Tullahoma, number 9.
4-2 now. Lady Wildcats lead. Still no outs here in the bottom of the first inning. What a start offensively for the Lady Wildcats in this one. Carly Baker coming to the plate now for Tullahoma.
Now, is Baker a junior this year?
She is a senior this year. And first pitch to Baker gets away. Saunders was able to take third base on the play. So 1-0 count to Baker right now with the runner on third base. Lady Wildcats lead Spring Hill 4-2 here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch. Ball stays high, 2-0 count.
And I can understand, trying to pitch Baker a little conservatively. And she also has some speed.
Yes, she does, playing out there in left field for the Lady Wildcats. And
well, that's one thing. There's not a bad batter on Barfield's team this year.
Here's 2-0 count. Baker makes contact, dribbles back to Rayford, who tosses it to first base for the first out of the inning.
And that pitch count is getting high.
Next up for Tullahoma,
Yes, it is.
4, Reagan Norman.
Coming to the plate is Reagan Norman for the Lady Wildcats. Tullahoma leads 4-2 in this ballgame. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. And here's the first pitch from Rayford. Gets Norman to swing at that one. 0-1 the count. This is a good first pitch from Rayford. Here's second attempt. And
foul.
Just fouls out. Reagan made solid contact with the one as it slices foul.
It had a bit of lift on it, too.
It did.
Not high, but just kind of nice, straight, long.
Yep, she was a little early on that pitch. Counts 0-2 to Reagan. And here's the pitch. And Norman swings over it for the strikeout. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning for the Lady Wildcats.
Next up for Tullahoma, number 5, Mallory Stone.
We've got Mallory Stone coming to the plate now for the Lady Wildcats as her team leads 4-2 here in the bottom of the first inning with 2 outs in the frame. And here's the pitch. Goes high on that one, 1-0 the count. You got Saunders still there on third base for the Lady Wildcats, who doubled and then was able to take first base, or take third base on
a wild pitch.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. And single there for Stone goes into right field. That'll plate Saunders, making it a 5-2 ball game here.
And this first inning, I'm not seeing all the hype with Spring Hill this year.
Number 6,
No.
Jalen Spinner.
But this is exactly the kind of start you want to see from the Lady Wildcats, especially after going down 2-0 early in that top half of the first inning.
Oh, yes. Well, that's what your offense is for.
Right. Jalen Spinner now comes to the plate. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch. And she's able to make contact, but it goes foul. 0-1 the count. And here's the pitch. It stays high. 1-1 the count on the play. Tullahoma leading 5-2 here in the bottom of the first inning. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. It was a great start for the Lady Wildcats on the offensive end.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a pitch from Rayford. Gets Spinner swinging on that one. 1-2 the count.
Dude, you could see it all in her body language after she started turning that bat. It was just like, I shouldn't have done that. She did, but she did a good thing. She just stepped off. She's like, I got to collect myself. I shouldn't have done that.
Absolutely. It's what you got to do on those types of plays. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Rayford. Ball stays inside. 2-2 the count. And here's a pitch from Rayford. And Spinner able to make solid contact on it, but right to the center fielder. As Stephanie Williams makes a great play to end the frame. In the bottom of the first inning, Tullahoma plates 5 runs on 5 hits, including a big shot from Alize Griffin, a 3-run home run to center field.
Oh, yeah. And we'll be back after the break on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Did you know that Tullahoma Utilities Authority has a solar farm right here in Tullahoma? For as little as $4 a month, you can support solar energy production and breathe a little easier, knowing you're taking positive action to reduce your carbon footprint. Call 455-4515 today.
Welcome back to Lady Cat Softball here at Eastfield in wonderful Tullahoma, Tennessee. You know, Zach, watching these young ladies come back out in the top of the second, They look a little different than they did when they came out at the top of the first.
Yeah, we surrendered 2 runs in the top of the first inning, but answered back with 5 runs. So they have 5-2 lead heading here in the second inning. What a great offensive start for the Lady Wildcats. Got Ashley Tuck coming up to the plate first for Spring Hill, and she takes first pitch for a ball. Here's a pitch from Alizé.
A little inside.
A little inside, but ump calls it a strike, so 1-1 right now.
Okay.
I guess Tuck was sitting on top of the plate there.
She was pushed in a little bit. I did notice that. Especially if you see where she's setting that left leg up at.
1-1 count. Tuck swings, misses. 1-2 the count. It's a good start to the inning for Alizé Griffin, who powered a 3-run home run for the Lady Wildcats in that bottom of the first inning.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, just watching the demeanor of these young ladies when they came out.
And Tuck able to make contact on the play, but it goes foul. Count remains 1-2.
Yeah, she's battling to stay in there.
Just trying to fight off as many pitches as she can.
But in that part, I mean, that's part of the game. You want to do that to the pitcher.
Exactly. Here's the pitch.
Another
Tuck
one.
again makes contact. Looked like she was fighting for survival there as the pitch looked like it was running inside a bit.
I think that's really where she was at. I don't think she did. I still don't think Spring Hill's quite figured out Griffin, because I mean that ball.
Not quite yet. They still don't have a hit.
You know, they tipped that one.
Yep. Ball goes foul. Count remains 1-2. And here's a pitch from Griffin. And pitch is just a little bit outside. Count runs to 2-2. It's a good at bat from Tuck, who's able to.
I mean, she's battling staying in there.
She is. Here's a pitch from Griffin. Yeah. Tuck able to make contact. At second base. Over to Spinner. Out on the play. Ground out. Great play from the Lady Wildcats there on the defensive end.
Oh, yeah. That field work showed up real well right there.
Yeah, Spencer able to get the quick throw off to Spinner for the out.
Next up for Spring Hill, number 3.
And we've got a little bit of a stoppage in play for some reason as the umpires discuss to each other, and they confirm the out there at first base.
Number 3, Hazelyn Minton.
And we got Hazelyn Minton coming to the plate for the Lady Raiders. The one out here in the top of the first inning.
Oh, yeah.
Or top of the second inning. And here's the pitch.
What?
Just a little high.
And a little inside, too.
Yep, 1-0 the count.
That looked a little bit like, and that's why I've noticed Griffin's curveball starts out there and then breaks in a little bit, so.
And here's second pitch to Minton. Again. High on the pitch. Count runs 2-0.
And that also could be that she's trying to brush that batter back a little bit, because Minton was playing in a little bit. Now she's backed up in the box a little, so I think that might have been what Griffin was trying to do, is push her out.
Griffin brings it outside a little bit. Can't find the strike zone as the count goes to 3-0 right now.
But Minton's backed up a little bit in that box.
She is. And here's the pitch. And ball
4
stays out of the strike zone as Minton's able to work the walk.
Now batting for Spring Hill, number 5, Stephanie Williams.
Stephanie Williams gets her second at bat on the evening after she drew a walk in the top of the first inning for Spring Hill. One out here in the top of the second inning. As Griffin tries to shake off the walk she just gave up. First pitch has Williams swinging as the ball goes foul. Oh, 1 the count. Here's a pitch from Griffin. And stays in the strike zone. His count moves 0-2. Try to check down to first base, but Minton able to get back there safely for the Lady Raiders.
Minton likes to, she seems like to taunt this defense a little bit.
And grounder to Spencer, who turns it short and gets the force out at second base right there. So
And
it's two away here in the top of the second inning.
And just shy of getting that out at first.
Becca Rayford.
And you've got Becca Rayford up at the plate for the Spring Hill. The first pitch is in the zone, strike one.
That's that wonderful curveball of Griffin's. Because it likes to swing out wide and come back over the...
And second pitch is a little bit inside. Ball one on the play. Count goes to 1-1. Here's the pitch from Griffin. Pitch is low. 2-1 the count.
Looking at the third base coach of Spring Hill, just doesn't look overly happy.
Oh, it's a little chilly night here that we have here in Tullahoma, so I can't blame her.
Yeah.
Yep. Alizé finds his own, strike two. Count goes to 2-2.
Fortunately, we're up here in the press box.
Even up here, I'm a little bit chilly, so I can understand that look all too well down there.
Even though we have some open windows and a door, there is a heater behind us, so that does help.
And pitches out of the zone there, 3-2 the count to Becca Rayford.
And if Griffin just settles in here and puts a ball right where she wants it, not bouncing it off the dirt is not the way to do that.
Nope. As Rayford draws a walk in the inning. There's a runner on first and second now for Spring Hill.
Number 24.
And that's what our catcher just walked out there. It's like, hey, just chill out. We got this.
Yep. Holt goes out to meet Griffin. Just have a little bit of a discussion there.
But there's a smile on Griffin's face, so.
Both of them had smiles on their face during that meeting, so that's a good sign. Kaylee Tuck coming to the plate now for Spring Hill. And here's a pitch from Griffin. Ball stays inside, 1-0 the count. Tullahoma leads 5-2 here in the top of the second inning with 2 outs in the frame. Spring Hill with the pair of runners on base now. The 1-0 count to Tuck. Here's the pitch. Ball again staying low for Griffin. Count runs 2-0.
And this is awesome, almost a part of their lineup where Griffin kind of struggled with the first inning.
She did a little bit and gets her swinging on a pitch outside. 1-2 the count. And here's a pitch from Griffin. And gets Tuck swinging again. And the count draws even at 2. Got a 2-2 count coming to Tuck. And here's a pitch from Griffin.
Ooh.
Pitch just stays inside as the count rings full.
That almost got her. She didn't move, which I don't blame her. But that was... Yeah, I don't think you could have got a piece of paper between her and that softball.
It was definitely pretty close. And here's the pitch from Griffin. And gets
Just
tucked swinging to
standing.
get out of the inning. Spring Hill leaves a pair of runners here in the top of the second inning. Can't play to run. Tullahoma coming to bat now here in the bottom of the second with a 5-2 lead. And we'll be back here on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Tullahoma Utilities Authority Light Tube Fiber Internet offers true gigabit service to our customers. We pride ourselves on speed, but the backbone of that speed is local tech support, unmatched customer service, and professional service technicians. To sign up, call 455-4515 to gain the reassurance of Light Tube reliability.
And we're back on the Light Tube Sports Network here in the bottom of the second inning. Tullahoma leading 5-2 coming to the plate now. And first up, we got Kylie Holt as the Lady Wildcats batted around in the bottom of the first inning. So Holt will be making her second plate appearance on the night after singling to left field to start the game.
And she was that first run that was scored.
She was. And then she ended up stealing a base as well to get in a scoring position. Scored off of a 3-run home run from Alizé Griffin. And here's the first pitch to Holt. And she's able to make contact, but right back to Rayford in the circle for the first out of the inning.
And while that was a quick out, it also sends a message. I can hit your ball.
Yep. Next up, we got Olivia Spencer, who reached on a weird double in the bottom of the first inning after Spring Hill was unable to corral the ball. Spencer was able to move up to second base on the same play. So here's the first pitch, lays down a bunt, right back to Rayford, but she's able to make the play, toss it to first base for the out.
Now, I will say this is the first of the game that I'm seeing what I was kind of expecting to see out of Spring Hill.
Oh, yeah. It's a good play there from Spring Hill, able to cover up the bunt. Now we got Alizé Griffin coming to the plate, who hammered a 3-run home run to
there you go.
left center field. She's able to leg out and get down there to first base on the error on Spring Hill.
Right here is my pretty boy swing.
And there's getting your defensive runner in. Or designated runner, excuse me.
Yeah, Addie Snipes comes in to run for the pitcher. Comes in to run for Alizé Griffin. And now we got Maddie Goad coming to the plate for the Lady Wildcats, who drew a walk in her first at-bat of the game.
And Maddie she's another one of those good bats.
Oh, yeah, she's got a solid stick on her batting in the cleanup position. And here's first pitch, able to make contact, and as it falls into the gap, maybe the leg out. She's going to try for 2, and she's able to get there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, looked like Snipes was thinking about heading home, but decides to pull up a little bit.
I think that's because she had Coach Barfield right there in her ear saying, no.
Yep, the two are having a discussion after that. But now you got Emery Saunders, who hit an RBI double to center field earlier in this game, as she tries to tack on a few more runs for the Lady Wildcats. And here's the pitch. It's high. Ball 1. And here's the pitch from Rayford. And Saunders able to make contact, but right to center fielder to get out of the inning. Tullahoma leaves a pair of runners in scoring position, but still leads 5-2 here in this ball game as we head to the top of the third inning and Spring Hill gets set to bat. And we'll be back here on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Lag hurting your gaming. Is a weak signal stalling your social media posts? Are constant updates slowing down your productivity? TUA Light Tube has a solution. Enroll in our mesh router service starting at $9.95 a month. With the ability to cover your home with increased signal strength, you can increase productivity and whole home happiness. Start winning today by calling TUA Light Tube customer service at 455-45.
And we're back here on the Light Tube Sports Network here in the top of the third inning here at the ball field at East Park. Tullahoma leading 5-2 over Spring Hill as the Lady Raiders getting set to take the plate. First up, we got J.C. Brashear coming to the plate, who worked a walk in her first at-bat in the top of the first inning for the Lady Raiders.
And that she did.
First up for Spring Hill, number 7, J.C. Brashear.
And here's the first pitch from Alizé Griffin. And ball stays high, 1-0 the count to Brashear. And here's the pitch. Gets Brashear to swing through that one. 1-1 the count.
There we go.
And third pitch coming from Griffin. Gets Brashear to swing through that one. 1-2 the count.
Griffin's definitely getting her pitches figured out this game.
Yep.
At least coming out here in the beginning of third with.
Feels like she's starting to get in the groove there out there in the circle. And here's the pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Brashear makes contact, but late on it as it goes foul out on down the right sideline, first base line.
Yeah, it bounced. It kind of rolled over there toward the soccer complex a little bit. That's just because there's a big ravine over there.
And here's the pitch.
Wow.
Strike 3. Gets Brashear looking on the play. That was Griffin's third strikeout on the night. And coming to the plate, we got Gracie Bones batting for the Lady Raiders. And her first at bat, she reached on an error. This time she grounds out to third. Lady Wildcats make the quick out number 2 in the inning. Great play there for Mallory Stone, able to dig it out of the dirt, swing it on over to Zaylin Spinner at first base.
Oh, yeah. You know, you don't have to just rely on your pitcher. That's why you have a team on the field with you.
Exactly. And now we got Ava Forkham coming to the plate for Spring Hill. First pitch from Griffin is an outside strike.
And I think that's a curved ball that Griffin has, and it just gets over that right corner, and now that one just drifted a little bit too far.
Yeah, that one couldn't quite find the zone, so count goes to 1-1. And here's the pitch from Griffin. Grabs the dirt a little bit there.
She's been bouncing a few tonight.
Yep, count moves 2-1.
You know, you just can't dribble the ball across the plate.
Nope, she tried to power that one too much. And counts 2-1. Here's the pitch. Oh, looks like Forkham gave a little bit of a check there, but
and I thought that bite back came around enough, but
yep. Home plate official looks down to first base and confirmed that no swing on the play, so the count goes 3-1.
You know, of course, we are a home team, so we're always wanting that to go our way.
And there's the pitch, and Forkham able to draw her second walk on the night. And next up for the Lady Raiders, we got Bella Brashear, who grounded out to the pitcher, grounded out to Alizé Griffin in the pitcher spot during her last at-bat.
Bella Brashear.
Now we have Brashear coming up. Now, what did she do at her last at-bat, Zach?
Well, actually, there was a batting change I missed there. We've got Kylie Killeen coming up to the plate for the Lady Raiders.
Outside.
First two pitches are balls from Griffin, so we got a 2-0 count. Kayleen is coming in for Bella Brashear, who's playing right field for Spring Hill. And here's the pitch from Griffin. Ball stays low, count moves 3-0. Here's a 3-0 count. And pitch again stays low as Kayleen able to work the walk as Forkin moves up to second base. It's 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Tullahoma leads Spring Hill 5-2 in this ball game.
And we're back at the top of the count, are we?
No, we got the 8th hitter and Ashley Tuck coming to the plate now.
Well, I was saying where they started off this inning at. Nope. Okay.
Nope, ball gets away, but Mallory Stone able to get her at third base. Great play from Holt, able to recover it, toss it down to Stone, and get out of the inning.
And that's what you like to see.
Great play from your catcher there on that one.
And that's going to, while we take a break, that'll be all for the moment for the Light 2 Sports Network. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Specifically played into our mission when we separated from our parent company and became an employee stock ownership program. We had to be disconnected from a large network and exist on our own. We needed relatively high speed connectivity, which we got at about a 200% discount with Light 2. Businesses can get beyond what most businesses in the country can get from Light 2 as far as internet connectivity.
Welcome back to East Field over here with the Lady Cat softball.
First up for Tullahoma, number 9, Carly Baker.
And we've got Carly Baker leading off for the Lady Wildcats here in the bottom of the third inning. Baker grounded out to the pitcher during her first at-bat. She'll try to get aboard during the second attempt. And here's the first pitch of the inning from Becca Rayford. And pitch inside, strike one to Baker. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch from Rayford. And Baker able to make solid contact and is able to leg out an infield, infield single on the play.
It's so wonderful to see these Lady Cats capitalizing on errors.
Yes. Particularly after last season when they struggled a little bit as teams were taking advantage of their mistakes. So it's great to see Tullahoma take advantage of those. Got Reagan Norman coming up to the plate for Lady Wildcats.
Well, I mean, I know Coach Barfield kind of said that toward the end of the season. Like, he expected his ladies to learn from all of the mistakes they made last year, and they made their share of them. Mm-hmm. But you look at how these ladies have come out on these 2 games, and they have really cleaned that play up substantially.
Absolutely. 0-1 count to Norman. Here's the pitch. Norman gets a hold of the ball, and it is gone. Hits just the top part of the white out there in center field. And we got a 2-run home run, extending the Lady Wildcats lead to 7-2 now.
And that's where this team is. Folks who paid attention to them in the off season and preseason, it's like if you don't come in here to play your A game, these young ladies will make you hurt.
Reagan just able to get it just enough off of bounce that top part of the white out there in that center field fence.
Oh yeah, it just.
Now up for Tullahoma, number 5.
But that's those mistakes.
Yep. They got Mallory Stone coming to the plate now for the Lady Wildcats. Stone hit an RBI single in the right field her first at bat, played Emery Saunders. Here's her first pitch. She grounds it to second base and tosses it over to first for the easy out.
But we'll give her that after a 2-run homer, you know.
You're right. Now I got Zaylin Spinner coming to the plate now for the Lady Wildcats. Spinner just missed reaching base in her first at-bat after a great play out in center field from Stephanie Williams, who made a little bit of a diving effort to corral the ball.
And that she did.
Oops. First pitch goes foul, but Spinner lines it foul. Her teammate down there, Kylie Holtz, doing some push-ups down there after almost getting that foul ball directly toward her.
Oh, yeah. She got a smile on her face. She's like, ooh, that was a little close.
0-1 pitch to Spinner. And Spinner able to make contact again, but it drifts foul.
She's definitely pulling them left tonight.
She's a little early on the pitches. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Spinner.
A little outside.
Ball's outside, 1-2 the count.
And Spinner's just all together having a good game tonight.
Yeah, she's done a solid job there at first base for the Lady Wildcats so far. And here's the 1-2 pitch. And Spinner able to make contact. Goes right off her helmet, though, off of that. But get a do-over.
Battling to stay alive.
Yep. That one got a little up close and personal with her.
Oh, yeah. Too bad that wasn't actually coming from the pitcher so that she could take the base, but...
Got to get on by any means necessary. But here's the 1-2 pitch to Spinner as Rayford steps in the circle. Here's the pitch. And pitches inside. Count runs 2-2.
Now this time it looked like that helmet might have come in handy for a different reason, but not quite.
Not quite. And here's the 2-2 pitch from Rayford coming up. Pitch is high, full count now. Lady Wildcats added to their lead here with a 2-run home run from Reagan Norman in the inning. Shot that just cleared center field. Lady Wildcats now lead 7-2 with one out here in the bottom of the third inning. And here's the full count pitch to Spinner. And ball stays low. Spinner's able to work a walk on the at-bat. Great at-bat from Spinner there to able to be down and able to work a walk.
Definitely. You know, that's patience talking right there. She didn't get frustrated. She just kept one pitch at a time.
Exactly. Now I got Kylie Holt coming to the plate, who's 1 for 2 today. She singled in the top of the first inning, hit a line drive into left field. First
Fly
pitch
ball.
Goes foul on that one. So 1-0 the count as she tried to lay down a bunt there.
Yeah, but it caught the dirt and rolled backwards too far. It's nice to see the Rowdies out there in outfield, but unlike baseball, they don't have the fire going out there.
No, they don't. You'd think they might have wanted to, especially with tonight's weather. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pitch is outside. Count goes to 1-1. And here's the pitch from Rayford coming up. Ball stays on the outside corner. Count moves 2-1.
Yeah, that ball made no attempt to come in.
No, it stayed out there a little bit.
It didn't look like that. It didn't look like that release was what Rayford wanted.
Nope. And we got a 2-1 count coming to Kylie Holt right now. Here's the pitch. And ball actually gets away for Spring Hill as Spinner is able to move up to second base.
Three balls, one strike.
Yep, the count's 3-1 right now. Spinner steps back into the box. And here's the pitch from Rayford. And ball stays outside as Holt works the walk.
So now we have two young women with some really good wheels at first and second.
Two really good back-to-back at-bats from both hitters on the play as they're able to
Olivia Spencer
battle back and get on base. So you got runners on first and second with one out here in the bottom of the third inning for the Lady Wildcats. Got Olivia Spencer coming to the plate now, who doubled earlier in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the first pitch. And able to hold up. 1-0 the count.
Yeah, that ball floated up pretty good.
Rayford out there in the circle, struggling to find the zone a little bit right now. But here's the 1-0 pitch. And ball stays outside, 2-0 now. Wonder how much longer Rayford's got out there.
Well, I think we were I wish we could see the bullpen over there, because just some adjustments that were made for batting makes you wonder.
Here's a 2-0 pitch. And able to make contact.
We're gonna get
Supposed to
third.
make contact, ground out short, gets the out at third base.
And that was a smart play.
Oh, yeah. Smart play from Spring Hill to get that automatic out. And it looks like we may have a pinch hitter for Tullahoma as Olivia Lynch is taking some swings, and she'll be batting for Alizé Griffin. So Olivia Lynch coming to the plate for the Lady Wildcats.
Tullahoma, number 1, Olivia Lynch.
The first at bat of the game after she comes in for Alizé Griffin. Tullahoma with a pair of runners on base right now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning with a 7-2 lead for the Lady Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Ball's high. 1-0 count to Lynch. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Rayford. Lynch able to get contact on it, and it's going to fall in for a base hit.
And we've got a runner in.
Yeah, as Holt's able to scurry home on the play. Extend the Lady Wildcats lead.
Way to go for Olivia Lynch.
Great first at bat there for Lynch as she's able to drop in a single just in the right field. Spencer's able to
double for Lynch.
Oh, yeah, she was able to move up on the play.
Well, I guess single hit, and then on the error advances to second base.
Yeah, Spencer was able to take third base on the play. Their first pitch and drops in for a hit
There
for
you
Maddie Goad as she plates at least one run, and we got maybe a possible. Nope. It holds up. 2-run single there for Maddie Goad to center field. The Lady Wildcats open up a 10-2 lead now.
I was on the road.
And that, I mean, this is just kind of spectacular to see tonight.
Oh, it's exactly what you want from the Lady Wildcats to see.
And I want to make sure that everyone understands, I'm not trying to take anything away from these young ladies. We know they're a good team, but they're young, and Spring Hill being a favorite by far. And I don't understand why Spring Hill was such a favorite.
And now we got Emery Saunders coming to the plate, who earlier in this game hit an RBI double into center field herself. So looking to get her second hit of the evening. First pitch is a strike, but Goat able to swipe second on the play. Gets herself in a scoring position with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Tullahoma's plated 5 runs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning to open up a 10-2 lead. 0-1 pitch. Saunders hits it foul. Count goes to 0-2.
It would be nice to get another couple of runs here, though.
You wanted to go home early or something?
We'll just call it payback for last year.
Yeah. 0-2 pitch to Saunders. Ball stays inside. Count goes 1-2.
It is a little chilly tonight, Zach.
It is, and we've got those windows open. I can't even imagine being a player or a coach down there on that field.
Oh, I know.
No, thank you.
I know Claire and her mom were talking today, and her dad had purchased them a propane heater for the dugout.
Pitch stays just outside. Count runs to 2-2.
And it was just barely outside. I was watching down on this side of the plate, and I'll put it this way, the umpire has some really good eyes. But I'm glad he does because we got the ball.
2-2 pitch coming from Rayford. And Saunders swings through it. Ball squirts away. Got to throw it down to first base, and she does for the out. And that'll do it for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lady Wildcats tack on 5 runs, including a 2-run home run from Reagan Norman during the inning.
And that's going to... We'll be back on the Light 2 Sports Network after the break. Tullahoma Utilities Authority now has a branch at 501 West Lincoln Street. The drive-through only branch located in the old Citizens Tri-County Bank will be open on utility and Light 2 bill due dates and the day before and after a TUA observed holiday. Check a complete list of dates at tullahomautilities.com. Never miss your favorite shows again. For an additional $7 a month along with your digital television service, Light2 Cloud DVR lets you record up to 8 programs at the same time, receive 500 gigabytes of cloud storage, and whole home DVR. Call TUA Customer Service to add Light2 Cloud DVR to your digital television service today at 455-4515.
And we're back here on the Light 2 Sports Network. Here at the top of the 4th inning, Tullahoma's built a 10-2 lead over Spring Hill as the Lady Raiders coming to bat now here in the top of the 4th inning. Katie Bean takes over in the circle for the Lady Wildcats after Alize Griffin pitched 3 innings for the Lady Wildcats. Allowed just 2 runs in the top of the 1st inning. Aside from that, she's able to hold the Lady Raiders at bay.
And exactly.
Tuck coming to the plate. First pitch from Bean gets away from her as it hits Ashley Tuck on the play.
Looks like we're ready to have a...
And we're having a discussion here in the circle as Spring Hill looks at Tucker to see if she can stay in this game or not. Tullahoma trainer Ricky Christie coming over there to look at Tuck, see how she's doing. Not the kind of start you wanted to see from Bean out there in the circle.
And honestly, that didn't seem like it was that hard of a ball.
It didn't, but I'm not going to speculate.
And that's what from up here, it just didn't appear to be. But I'm not questioning that young lady's pain.
Right.
She's obviously in pain. So that ball must have a little more power on it than we thought it did.
It does. The cold makes it sting a little bit
worse.
more on that. So, but hopefully for Bean, she's worked out the jitters. Got that, plunked her first batter of the game. Hopefully she's able to calm down. This break actually might do her some good as she's able to get out of her head a little bit.
And these Lady Cats are going to be playing tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, in the Warrior Classic, are they not?
Yep, they got a pair of games down there at Murfreesboro, so it'll be a good experience, a good learning experience for this weekend for the Lady Wildcats.
And taking on some top-notch teams in the area.
Yeah, that they will be. And we're back to action here.
And they have a new runner on base, if I'm not mistaken, don't they? Or is that...
Next up for Spring Hill, number 3, Hazelyn Mitten.
Yes, that is a no.
I said
Yes,
number 4.
That is an. Yeah, Amber Watkins is the pinch runner out there on first base for
Tuck.
It'll be Watkins. Hazelyn Mitten at the plate right now. First two count runs to 2-0 to Mitten. Bean struggling to find the zone right now. And here's the 2-0 pitch from Bean. That one runs a little high there. Count goes to 3-0. Amber Watkins is the pinch runner down at first base for Spring Hill. Here's the 3-0 pitch.
And we have strike.
Hazelyn Mitten swinging on a 3-0 count. There, count goes to 3-1.
Now, I think I would have left that one alone, but
I certainly would have. It's an old baseball rule where 3-0 you're not supposed to swing on the pitch, so that's the old school mentality in me.
Yep.
Here's the pitch from Bean, and stays on outside part of the strike zone. Count runs full. Again, Tullahoma leads 10-2 here in the top of the 4th inning. Spring Hill with a runner on first base after batter hits Batman and starts the game. And Mitten able to make contact.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Able to make the play out there in center field.
And hold the runner back on first base, so.
Number 5, Stephanie.
One out here in the top of the 4th inning. Stephanie Williams coming to the bat now for Spring Hill. Williams worked a walk in her first at-bat and then reached on a fielder's choice in the top of the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch from Bean. Ball stays outside. 1-0 count. Second pitch. Stays inside. 2-0 count. I'll tell you, Chris, it was a good outing from Bean during that last batter as she was able to fell behind 3-0 and able to get a fly ball out. So that'll just do a lot for her confidence. 2-0 pitch, and ball stays high, 3-0. Hopefully we have a repeat of what I just congratulated Bean on.
I mean, that's one thing Bean's got to understand is, get the ball in there. You have teammates on the field for a reason. Their job is to get it out and stop the runner from advancing.
Here's a 3-0 pitch to Williams, and again, swinging on 3-0 count, ground out to second base. But Watkins able to move up to second base.
Next up for Spring Hill, number 2, Becca Rayford.
And that brings us up to two outs on the inning for Spring Hill. So, and that's one thing, like I said, Bean's just got to get settled in and be like, hey, I'm not afraid if they hit the ball on me. Mm-hmm. You've got fielders that are excellent out here.
Becca Rayford coming to the plate for Spring Hill. She worked a walk in her last at-bat.
And I think that was a little high, wasn't it?
Yeah, that first pitch a little high to Rayford. 1-0 the count. And here's a pitch from Bean. Ball stays in the zone. And, right fielder just can't get to it as it slips past. And
just get it in field.
And Rayford gets the inside the park home run on the play.
And that definitely wasn't Rayford's fault. Oh, not Rayford's fault. That wasn't Bean's fault at all.
No, Reagan Norman just couldn't get to it out there in right field.
And made the mistake of going to third instead of going home.
Yep. And Rayford able to help herself out there in the circle as she cuts Spring Hill's deficit down to 10-4 here in the top of the 4th inning.
This is true.
I got Callie Tuck coming to the plate. Struck out in both her plate appearances so far. First pitch, swings and goes foul. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Bean.
There we go.
Contact right back at her. Tosses it to Spinner at first base for the easy out. And that's the end of the top of the 4th inning. Spring Hill puts on plates a pair of runs here in the top of the 4th inning to cut its deficit to 10-4. And we'll be back here on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Did you know that Tullahoma Utilities Authority has a solar farm right here in Tullahoma? For as little as $4 a month, you can support solar energy production and breathe a little easier, knowing you're taking positive action to reduce your carbon footprint. Call 455-4515.
Welcome back to East Park. Over here with Lady Cat softball, and we have, is that Carly Baker getting ready to come up to the bat?
Yep, Carly Baker coming to the plate now. She singled in her last at-bat, able to leg out an infield single. She lined it to third base.
And that she did.
And here's the first pitch from Becca Rayford coming to Carly Baker. And pitch is high, ball 1. Yeah, Baker ended up scoring, and after getting that infield single, scored on the next play whenever Reagan Norman hammered a 2-run home run to center field to get the first 2 runs of the Lady Wildcats' five-run inning in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Count moves 2-0 now to Baker. Toward that last half of the inning, last part of the bottom of the inning, bottom of the 3rd inning, Rayford struggled to find the strike zone. Looks like it's carrying over here into the bottom of the 4th inning as well.
It does.
2-0 count coming to Baker. And ball sails on that one. 3-0 the count.
Too bad we didn't have someone out there in the field, because they would definitely have advanced a base right then. Yeah, and you see Rayford just out there playing in the dirt. She's kind of frustrated with herself, it looks like.
Yep. Trying to get her arm under control. Trying to find the zone. 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. And ball stays high. Baker works a 4-pitch walk. Norman now coming to the plate for the Lady Wildcats. In her last at-bat, she was able to hit a 2-run home run to pad the Lady Wildcats' advantage. So she's in a similar spot to try to
do that again.
Exactly. Here's first pitch. She makes contact with it. Liner right to the shortstop there. Gets the easy out at second base. Norman able to reach first base, though, on the play. So she grounds out in the fielder's choice.
Next up for Tullahoma, number 5.
And I think Rayford kind of, to an extent, kind of exemplifies what we were talking about earlier. You rely on your fielders to do their job.
Mallory Stone coming to the plate now for the Lady Wildcats. In her first at-bat in the bottom of the 1st inning, Stone hit an RBI single in the right field. So she's 1 for 2 on the night. Here's the first pitch. And Stone able to make contact, and it's going to bloop in for a single as...
No, Norman advances second. A little bit of an error there.
had a chance to get her at second base as Norman had to wait on the play to see if the ball was going to drop or not. But
Right.
Spring Hill was unable to make the play. So Stone collects her second hit of the night for the Lady Wildcats.
Oklahoma, number 6, Zaylin Spinner.
And now we got Zaylin Spinner coming to the plate. She worked a walk in her last at-bat. And showed some great patience, too. After falling behind early, she was able to work that walk.
Oh, yes.
And first pitch stays high. 1-0 the count to Zaylin Spinner.
Now, one thing is I haven't heard a whole lot of the nicknames for these young ladies yet.
Not yet. That'll come with time, though. Here's the pitch. Spinner pops it up, but it gets out of play. 1-1 the count.
I know Coach Barfield's a big fan of nicknaming its players.
Makes it easy for him to remember their names in that case.
Yeah.
The amount of years that he's spent around this game, I'm sure some of those players start to run together and he starts to remember some old players' names. So those nicknames certainly help him in that regard. 1-1 the count to Spinner. Here's the pitch. And ball's low. 2-1 the count.
And that's true, and it's like I hate admitting. It's like, oh, well, Gary's been coaching softball for this many years, and then I factor in how many years I've known Gary, and it gets embarrassing.
Yeah, a couple years ago, he was inducted in the Tennessee Community College Athletic Association Hall of Fame, so what a career he's had.
Mm-hmm.
And pitch count goes to 3-1 to Spinner as she tries to work her second walk in a row. Runner on first and second here for the Lady Wildcats with a 10-4 advantage here in this one.
Yeah, and Rayford just shook off the first call for pitch.
She did. And here's the pitch from Rayford. And gets in there for a strike. Full count now.
Oh, apparently she knew what she was telling the catcher. She didn't like that first pitch, and that second one was the one she wanted.
Yep. She trusted herself on that one, and it paid off. Full count coming to Spinner. Rayford set. Here's the pitch. And Spinner able to make contact, able to stay fair.
Yeah.
Yep, bang, bang play at third base. But Norman able to slide under the tag.
Just moments before that ball got over there.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad I wasn't an umpire trying to make that call, because it was close.
It was bang, bang. With that, bases loaded now for the Lady Wildcats with Kylie Holt coming to the plate. Holt is 1 for 2 on the day. She led off the game with a single and worked a walk in her last at-bat. She's got the bases loaded. Tullahoma up 10-4. Here's the first pitch. Holt hits a grounder. Spring Hill unable to corral it. And that'll be a run for the Lady Wildcats.
And they maintain loaded bases.
Yep. Bases remain loaded. Tullahoma makes an 11-4 ball game.
And that's the thing. They just had to put that ball somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what Holt did. Got a hold of that first pitch. Dragged it in the ground. Spring Hill had trouble fielding it.
Well, that's what I was referring to. Spring Hill, all they had to do was put it somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Bases remain loaded. Olivia Spencer to the plate now for Lady Wildcats. First pitch is inside. 1-0 the count.
And the one thing about bases loaded, there's only one option to move around, is from third to come home, which, of course, advances the scoreboard, but also makes it a little bit more dicey, shall we say.
And here's the pitch to Spencer. Ball is low, 2-0 the count. And Tullahoma with a great opportunity here to blast this game open. Already with a 7-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Spencer pops it up. And Spring Hill able to make the play. Great play there from Ashley Tuck there at second base, able to corral it.
Yep.
Bases remain loaded for the Lady Wildcats.
Now up for Tullahoma, number 21, Katie Bean.
And now we got Katie Bean coming to the plate for the Lady Wildcats. Bean was inserted in the game as pitcher. First pitch, Bean is able to leg out, get a single that just finds its way into right field, plating a pair of runs for the Lady Wildcats there. A good first pitch swinging from Bean there. She drives in 2. Gives her team a 13-4 advantage.
And that's what you want to see.
That's exactly what you want to see. As both Stone and Spinner are able to score on the play, as Holt is able to move up to third base on the play, on that same at-bat. And you've got Addie Snipes taking over for the pitcher there at first base. So you got runners on the corners, 2 outs here. In the bottom of the 4th inning, Tullahoma's now opened up a 13-4 advantage. Maddie Goad coming to the plate now for the Lady Wildcats. First pitch finds the outside corner, strike 1. Goad has reached in all 3 of her plate appearances today, working with a double, single, and a walk. She tried to make it 4 for 4. And the 0-1 pitch comes in, stays high. And Snipes is able to take second on that play. 1-1 the count. And here's the pitch from Rayford. And Goad's able to launch it out for a 3-run home run to left field. That opens up a 12-run lead for the Lady Wildcats. What a night.
Oh, yeah.
For Maddie Goad.
As they play a little bit of Backstreet Boys.
They do. Third time we've heard that tonight. Tullahoma now with a 16-4 advantage here in the bottom of the 4th inning. What an offensive explosion for the Lady Wildcats.
These ladies are on fire tonight.
They are.
I guess they're coming off, they were a little bit hungry after that. Yep, that'll be it.
And it looks like we're calling the game a little bit early tonight. Well, with that 3-run home run,
that makes a run rule.
That'll do it.
Because if I'm not mistaken, isn't it in softball it's after the 5th inning? Then I'm really confused, but okay.
Me too. Well, there's a great offensive onslaught from the Lady Wildcats tonight as they hit 3 home runs in this one.
And their first division win.
And the first district win. First win since 2020 as well, whenever that season was cut short, unfortunately. So Tullahoma able to bounce back with its first win in a good while. So Lady Wildcats really needed this one. But more importantly, as you mentioned, this leads off district play with a great performance.
Oh, yeah. And, this will wrap it up from East Park for Chris Barstad and
Zach Birdsong.
And we'll see you again next Friday night. We'll be at the soccer field, won't we?
Yes, we will.
And Spring Hill again's coming to town.
Yeah, we can't escape them.
Nope. So we'll see you there. And this will wrap it up for the Lot 2 Sports Network.